Good morning guys. It is Monday morning now. It's the start of the new block of training. I'm super excited for it and I'm going to guide you through it, what we're going to do today. All right, first day of the first block. It's going to be 4 to 8 weeks depending how much I can adapt. Monday, so let's get into the training sessions. So this week I'm going to have 2 main quality swims, 2 quality bikes, 1 quality run, all of them kind of pushing my high end up. Everything around that will be zone 2, which is actually not that easy as it sounds because I've been doing a lot of zone 1 training, which hasn't done a lot for me. So it's going to be a lot mainly about zone 2. Everything around the key session is going to be just to support the key session. So the whole overall volume will be not insane, maybe 25 hours. I don't want to push that at all. It's all going to be about those key sessions that will move me forward and lift my limits. So let's have a look at today's session, starting with a swim. So here, high-end swim, 4,500 meters to start with. I will build those up to 6, even 7K, whatever the arms can take. It's mainly gonna be about a strong muscular stimulus. So as you can see here, I'm gonna be having the warm-up, then with some kicking activations, some 25-meter activations, and then it's getting really specific for the times. As you can see, there we're hitting for the 32 second mark per 50 meter in a long course pool. The reason for that is that I want to get my VO2 max pace or high end pace, let's say, to one of my goals, that I can do 10 times 100 meters in 105 pace in a long course pool. So instead of working myself from the bottom up, which some people do, or quite a lot of them actually, what you can see is with the high end athletes that win world championships, a lot of them, examples are Norwegians or late low, just mindset wise, forget the training. They start from what is required to be at the top end and really win world championships, just physically, forget the mindset, just physically, and then they break it down from there. So I'm kind of going for a very similar approach. I had before the always dream big approach, but I didn't do it in training per se, that I actually worked from the top down. So first I'm gonna see how my body adapts. So I'm gonna do as many as I can at 32 seconds per 100 today. Once I feel I'm breaking down in terms of, that's what I have from a swimmer as well. He, for example, says once he knows he's counting strokes per 50 meter, for example, or 100 meter, he knows exactly how many strokes he has. Once he knows he can't hold that stroke rate at that strength, he will actually switch and do some easy swimming. I'll do the same. So if I, for example, I'll tell you after how it went. Once I drop to 33, 34 seconds, something like that, more than twice in a row without interruptions from other swimmers, instead of hitting that 31, 32 second mark per 50, then I know there's a percentage-wise too big breakdown. I'll do some easy swimming, 500 meters, easy, and then try again, go again. Try to hit that 31, 32 second mark, as many as I can, up to 1K of load, that's my goal. I doubt that I can do 20 times 50 right now at a 32, with around 30 seconds rest today, but I'll see what my body got. After that, we go into some pedal work to get the arms really tired, 4 times 400. It's all about pushing out the muscles, not breathing effort. Then again, some muscle work, 3 times 200 with some other pedals, just smashing the muscles as much as I can after the load and then recover. The second session will be an aerobic run. I haven't been used to zone 2 running. I haven't been running zone 2 in a long time, just very sporadically. That's one of the learnings I have from the last 6 years. I did definitely wrong or lacked, which is first zone 2 work in swim, bike, run, to be honest. It was a lot of zone 1 and a bit of, anyways. But what I need is a lot of zone 2 work actually. But there, of course, I have to be careful because zone 2, which is for me 150, 155 heart rate, I'm running quite fast at around 410, 415 pace, and I'm simply not used to that. So I have to there be a bit smart with how much zone 2 running I can actually put in there without injuring or anything like that. Just being smart. So hour-wise, run volume, I went it down. I had 6 hours before. Now I'm like at 4.5. But when you objectively look and realistically, for example, if you take the average of my last year, there I was hovering on 4.5 hours, 4 hours actually. So now I'm at 4:45 per week. So I'm not doing too drastic changes considering hour-wise running per week, because I will be running quicker, and it's mainly about, in running wise, how much orthopedic load I can take without risking any injury or anything stupid. So then we come to the second high-end session of the day. Again, the load of it will be 30 seconds, so roughly around the same as a swim. First build is the same for the run. There I do 200 meters on Thursday. I'll go through that with you as well. So it's all about first holding the overall load for 30 seconds. So I aim for an FTP of 500 watts. I don't know when I will achieve that. That for me is a bit over 6 watts per kilogram. If you break that down into your Ironman pace and even 70.3 and all that, then I'm actually in the game with the big guys, even on the hills in Nice, which you need to be competitive at. And my race weight will be around 83 kilos, I assume. We'll see how it develops, but I'm not pushing it weight-wise in any unhealthy way. It's all about strength. Maybe I can go down to 80 with time. We'll see what the body does. But then even for Nice, I can do the hills at 5 watts per kilogram, and downhills I will practice, and then I'm also in the game for Nice and for heat and all that, which I'm excited about to do well there. So cycling wise, with the 30 seconds, it's actually quite similar as the swimming. It's more about, although swimming has more of a biomechanical aspect to it, why you slow down, not just muscular strength. So this one here for me, I did a bit of activations already 2 days ago to see how many I can, just like 5-6 of 30 seconds, 500 watts. They're good. My gut feeling is it's mainly gonna be not about the breathing, because like I said, I've been doing now 6 years of aerobic work and strength, low cadence, torque work, but not high end. I haven't touched high end in bike for sure, not 6 years. And I haven't really been performing. So let's look at the big ones that move the needle, which will be high end for me, certainly. 2 to 3 sets of 10 times 30 seconds with 30 seconds easy, just spinning. So basically the same as in a swim. There's also 30 seconds rest. And I'll do as many of them as I can, basically, 2 to 3 sets. There, instead of going with a time in a swim, there, if I have a percentage breakdown and I go too slow in the time, I do the easy swimming. Here it's more about, okay, I can't crank the pedals anymore. We'll see when that happens. Once that happens, I have a 5-minute super easy spin, then try again as many as I can until the cadence drops too slow. I can't turn the cranks over, and then I know I can just hit my adaptation limit for this day. And with this you don't risk injury, but you kind of know, okay, this is where your body at. Let it recover. Tomorrow, easier day. All about absorption, and then we do the same on Wednesday. We can go a bit through my week. So tomorrow a swim, all aerobic. It's all about more or less recovering, see how I feel in the morning. Then Wednesday we have the same day as I have today, the same. So let's see if I already then can do a few reps more. If not, that's okay. On Thursday there's my high end run. Again, the load will be around 30 seconds, actually 37 seconds. There I'm very specific. Again, same as on the bike and the run. I aim to get a threshold of 3:05 minutes per K. That is my threshold. Right now I'm probably sitting at 3:25, 3:20. I don't know how long that takes. I don't really care, to be honest. Again, here breaking it down, so I can run obviously quicker than 37 per 200 meters, but I aim first for that as a view to max speed, and I want to make that my threshold. So again, first I start with 30 seconds load, then I break it down until, same for the bike and swim, until I can do 1 minute loads, 2 minutes loads, 4 to 5 minute loads, and until I can do 3 times 8 minute loads. For example, on the bike, the biggest view to max sets will be 3 times 8 minutes, until the point, which we will do, is kind of test this after this whole block. So Thursday run, 15 to 20 times 200 meters at 37 seconds. There again, how many I can do, but here the limiter is, because again, running is the biggest risk, is injury. The limiter here will be muscular load. So there, of course, you want some adaptation. So once I feel some soreness coming, sure, I do a few more, but I know my body very well. I will not push any insane limits there. Rather be on the bit conservative side. So whatever number I can do without risking any injury, but in inducing some soreness and some, of course, adaptation, I will do in that run. And then easy cool down. And again, they are not running too much on those smash legs. Might even include walking. The key stimulus is from that speed. Then Friday, we're backing it up with it again, 3-hour aerobic ride. Not so easy actually, because they will be at 260, 270 watts. That is my zone 2. I struggled a lot to get actually into the zone 2 heart rate zone, because I've been training at too low intensity. So that will be actually a muscular workout that isn't so easy. Aerobic zone 2 isn't that easy. Then again, high zone to just by heart rate running off the bike, and a recovery swim just to flush out the legs a bit. Then Saturday, the day after, is a long run. This is zone 1. Eventually I might change this to zone 2, but right now with a new orthopedic load and running a lot at zone 2, just do this at zone 1, which I know a lot of people do as well, and there's a lot of bang for buck for doing that for Ironman. Again, aerobic bike, not super easy, and then an aerobic swim, topping up the week. And then Sunday, full rest day. This is something I will do 100%, is one full rest day a week to completely reset, make sure that I absorb all the training. So the reason I take the full rest day, one a week, is to make sure I fully absorb the training. I do have this from an Olympic athlete, gold medalist in skiing actually. He had a 6-1 rhythm, 6 days load, 1 full rest. There's even Niels van der Poel, how to skate a 10K, super interesting blog. He even had 2 full off days, a 5-2 rhythm. They're all basically endurance athletes and thresholds. So this is something I feel is super important for me, because again, if you look at pros from nowadays, everybody's kind of scared by the performances from someone like Magnus, or even now what Sam Laidlaw did, or the Blumenfelds. And you can see almost no pro from 10 pros, even the highest level, 9 out of them cannot string a full season anymore together without injury, sickness, calling it off, because they're basically, I believe, training in fear, even from coaches, pushed to a level they're not at. If everybody goes left, I go a bit right sometimes, because I want to be a bit smarter, and it's all about consistency. So I went a bit well into the history books from, for example, Mark Allen, what he did there. He had always a full aerobic season. That's also what something include after this block. I always have a 2-week block where I do, again, not higher than my aerobic zone 2 heart rate, just to let it absorb the whole VO2 block, but I get a new stimulus through a lot of strength stimulus in swimming, biking and running with torque work, running hills. So I still progress in those 2 weeks, let it absorb, and then I go back into high-end work. Anyways, a lot of talk, let's get to work, and I'll let you know how the sessions went. Just came out of the pool. This went a lot better than I thought, that set. So again, that set that I had 12 to 20 times 50s, long course meters, and I was really hoping before, like I said, I just started, came from a bit of sickness, I didn't expect much. I even thought, hey, if I do 6 times 50 in 32 seconds, and then my body starts to fail, and okay, that's just what it is. But I actually managed, the way I did it, so I managed 12 times in a row, so it's around 30 seconds rest, 12 times 50, 31 to 32 seconds, a lot of 31s, but also then 32s. The last 4 already, so like at 8 reps to 12, my body started to fade. I got the whole body tickle with lactate, that my arms start to fade already, but I was still hitting the splits, so I kept going. But then I had like 2, I think, when I started to go slip over 33 seconds, as I said before. Then I just did 500 meters easy, just super easy swimming, recovery, same as you would on a bike, just spin. And yeah, I did that. And then I went again and I thought, okay, whatever the body has. Then I managed another 8 reps at again 32 seconds. Super happy with that. So I managed the whole 20 times 50, so 1K of swimming at the pace, which is around 104, 105, which is super amazing. My arm feel it, and then afterwards I backed it up with some pedal work, and to really make them more tired muscular wise. And yeah, amazing swim, really further than I thought. And so I think already in 1 or 2 weeks, again, depending, first I have to hit 20 times 50 in a row at that pace, which will be a lot earlier than I thought. Then I'll go to 75 meters at that same pace, and then I'll go to the 100 already. So we'll see when it is. And when I hit 20 times 100 at 105 pace in a long course meter pool, I have the speed to be up there in front. And yeah, then you butter that up with a big aerobic engine, some race pace work, and you're good to go. All right, I'm gonna cut this video here. Everything else I'm gonna put in my next video. How the bike workout from this evening is gonna go, my run workout will all be in the next video. Otherwise those videos are just super long and hard to digest. So now you know what I'm gonna be up to in training. So I'm gonna take you along week by week, see how far we can go. Let's put in the work, have a nice winter, and you as well training. Maybe you have still some racing coming up, and most likely your season is over. Enjoy, and I'll see you next week. Bye.